Hey guys, Cam here, and this is a quick unboxing of the new Lumia 435. Now this is the dual SIM model, but we're going to place it to one side and have a quick look at what else is inside the packaging. Now if we look under the flap, there's a couple of other accessories that you'd normally expect to get with a phone. You have this battery. This is a 1560 milliamp hour battery, obviously removable, which means of course that the rear shell will come off as well. In the box alongside the battery is a charger. There doesn't seem to be a separate USB cable. You've got this wall adapter with the attached power cord and a micro USB connector on it. And we also have the user guide, which comes in two languages, I believe, Vietnamese and English. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Now if we have a quick first look at the device itself, you'll see it's as brightly coloured as any other Lumia device, predominantly plastic. And we're going to try and get this rear shell off. Now I did try this a few different ways. As you can tell, it's not the easiest rear shell to pull off of a phone. But once you do, you get access to what's inside. And you obviously need to do this if you want to get the battery in. So once I removed the phone, you can see you've got two SIM card slots in there. And you place them in much like you did with some of the old Nokia phones. You've got these metal grills that fit over the SIM card, and the battery goes really easily inwards like so. And there's also a micro SD card slot just above the battery, and you could expand it up to 128 gigabytes. Once I placed the rear shell back on again, I could get a proper look at the phone, but of course the all-important peeling off of the film. Now these are actually decals, not clear film. But the device itself is quite small. It looks pretty attractive and well made. It's got the buttons on the bottom row below the screen, and on the top you've got an earpiece and a front-facing camera. On the top edge you have a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left-hand edge there's nothing at all. And on the bottom edge we have a micro USB port. On the right-hand edge you have your volume buttons and your power and wake key. And on the back is a 2 megapixel camera with 480p video, and of course an empty slit for your loudspeaker. As I've already mentioned, it's quite a small phone. It easily fits into one hand, and when you compare it side by side with the iPhone 6 and the Moto X, you see how small it is. If we run through a few specs while I set it up, it has a 4-inch WVGA screen. That's 480 by 800 resolution. That's 233 pixels per inch. It's also powered by a 1.2 GHz processor, a dual-core Snapdragon chip, and it has 1 GB of RAM alongside 8 GB of storage. There's no LTE connectivity, but there is Wi-Fi ABGNN 802.11. It's worth noting that this phone does ship with the latest version of Windows Phone 8.1, so it'll come with Cortana, Action Center, the Flow keyboard, and it will eventually be upgraded to Windows 10 once that arrives for mobile devices, and it's available in black, white, orange and green. I've been Cam, I'm at phonedog_Cam on Twitter, and I will see you again soon.